Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to talk about my January favorites, without further ado, let's just jump right in. So the first item that I really wanted to talk about is this one. This is a set of sponge I got from Japan. They are called Rosy Rosa sponge. They look like this, right? And they are called the Jelly Touch sponge. Okay, they are latex free and they really go super big, like from 30mm to 45mm. And I didn't really notice what they're trying to say here because they're all in Japanese, but when I use the sponge, it looks so small, right? When you wet it, it grows so big. And what's the good thing about the sponge is that it's actually super, like the porous part of the, it's not porous, like the sponge is very porous, right? But the pores are really small and they are all stuck together. You get what I mean? So it kind of feels very stiff at first and I didn't really like it. But this once I actually went to wet it and I love the way it feels on the skin, and it really packs a lot of, like, I don't know, like when I use these and I use another sponge, both wet and I use them on, right, I feel like that one shears a lot of product. This one, although shearing them out a little bit, right, because ultimately you wet the sponge, it still feels like it has like coverage to it. Like it feels like it, I don't know, it just packs up a lot of things. I just really like it, and I didn't expect myself to really like such a stiff sponge, you know, but when you wet it, it really felt different and it really just really packs the things nicely into the face. I really like it. I use it to bake, I use it to apply my foundation, use it out to blend out my concealer. Love it. But if you're not someone that loves stiff makeup sponges, I recommend the Innisfree Mochi sponge. That one is by far, of all the sponges I've tried, the softest. I've not tried the BT's brand, which is like Pony Effects makeup brand, other than Pony Effect, right? She have the one that looks exactly the same as the Innisfree Mochi sponge puff, but in purple. So I've not tried that yet, but that might be the softest. So I'm not so sure. I've not tried that yet. But yeah, if you guys don't like stiff ones, then go ahead and try that one out, the Innisfree one. But this one, after you wet it, if you guys use your sponges wet, then I highly recommend checking this out. They have 6 in a Ziploc bag, which is very sanitary, and when you take it out, it comes in a box like that. So it's good, isn't it? Then moving on to lip products. I have been loving these 2 lip products a lot this month. If my sister's hooked on it. The colors that I'm using is 102 and 522. These are 2 very neutral colors and I love it. So you guys will probably be thinking like, what is so good about this lipstick? It's the same as any like lip velvet mousse, lip velvets, or like those like fluffy lip velvet lip mousse products in Korea, or from Colourpop, or from M Cosmetic. What is so good about this? Because they're so pricey, but there's something about them is that for Giorgio Armani, they have like that velvet texture, that really matte texture as well. When you kind of like apply onto your lips, right, when you burn it out, it gives the same type of like mochi, fluffy, cloudy type of effect, but they feel really soft at the same time. Like the one from Roman felt a little bit like dry, like really thick, right? This one felt really smooth, you know, and they will never go patchy. That's one thing. Second thing is, even though they felt like that, right, they always feel like it's like a lip velvet, but it always felt substantial. Like there is a lot of meat to it, if you know what I mean. You know, like it felt really solid, that kind of thing, like packed with pigments or whatnot. It just felt very solid in her lips, and it was never really like super drying for me. Like I felt like recently my lips are pretty dry, so when I use them, right, another lip velvets, I do feel like my lips get drier over the time. This one just kept them there. It feels comfortable, so I do enjoy them, and I think they are worthy of the price tag, and the colors are just beautiful, you know, this 2, and the other one I think is 206. That one's a very vibrant, like deep, like almost like orangey, brickish, terracotta-ish type of red. So I'm really excited for that one. But this 2 has been my favorite thus far. Moving on is also other lip products, right? Okay, first one is the Ysl Tatouage, I don't know, Coutour matte lip stains. I love the color in 29 this time. It's like a brown beige, nudie brown beige. So I like to use it all over as like a base, And then on top of it, I like to pair it up with these like YSL glossy like stains. I'm not sure what are these called, let me check. Water stains. And I love to use 617. I don't have it with me, this is 610 because I think my sister took it with her. So 617 with 29. Beautiful, beautiful combination. And then I also have been loving the RareKind, what's this, like, what is this called? Like Oversmudge lip tint. So they are the same type of like velvety, like fluffy ones that felt a little bit more silicone-y. I feel like this one has the most amount of silicones in it, but it doesn't feel like the Peri ones, you know. So they are very like, they're more like, again I say, like they are very slippy, but they have more kind of meat to it. Like it felt like there's some grip to the skin. So this is the color Toast Beige. I really like Toast Beige in another color, which is like a nudie pink one. I'll leave the color down below. I like to use this or that as the base, and then put 617 from YSL, the water stain on top, and it looks beautiful. And I think my sister took that too away because she's doing that lip combo thing, so she took it with her. Yeah, so I have to check with her when she get back. And then yeah, can you imagine how much she and I actually love it? So it's very difficult for us to both like the same thing, like especially in terms of lip product, because she prefer things that are much more like darker, deeper, or like more impactful. But the thing that we like these things like the Giorgio Armani one and the combo with the YSL one, it just says something about it. Yeah, so that's the lip products that I've been loving. Then moving on is this baby again. Let me find it. Right, I just talked about it. Yeah, it's this one. This is the Glossier Cloud Paint in Dusk. The reason why I always go back to this is because it lasts a relatively long time, you know, as compared to powder blushes. Other than those like, you know, long wear like powder blush. But this one just works it, and the color of it is just very versatile. You can wear it and not worry about what eye makeup tip will do, what lip products you're using. It's just something that is very easy to use, and you don't have to worry about retouching up also if you want to, because it's just very easy and it blends nicely as well. Next is this one. Right, so this is the YSL like All Hours foundation. I recently got it during Black Friday. I'm using the color B30. It's a little bit light for me now. I think that time when I bought it I was relatively fair. Yeah, but right now I still use it sometimes because I can just bronze up the outer portion of it so it kind of blends in. I think that if you guys are like always into photo shoot, or you want a product that controls oil and look very polished, like super Photoshop, like super good, pretty, beautified look throughout the entire day, this is type for you. However, I don't recommend this on a day-to-day basis because I feel like it might be a little too heavy. But I do notice that when I use it, I don't have to worry about like being oily or whatnot. It just looks very nice as times go by, you know. But of course, initially when you wear it or when you put it on, it's a little bit on like the, you know how full coverage foundation always are, they are a little bit more mask-like, but throughout the day they still do pretty well. So this one is the only one that I feel like out of so many full coverage foundation that I've tried, this one is by far one of the ones that I liked and have been using quite a lot this month. Next one is a beauty product as well. This is the Biossance Squalane and Peptide Eye Gel. I got this in like the whole set, like the whole like mini set that you can try. I got this one and I have to say I love it. I've been using this one and the Advanced Night Repair from Estee Lauder, alternating between the both of them, and I feel like I have been reaching for this one much more. I use the Estee Lauder one more for times where I want like a boom, you know, like a more like a like nourishment, you know, intense moisturization to the skin. But that one I always feel like it's a little bit heavy, like it doesn't get fully absorbed into the skin, or maybe it's supposed to do that so it nourishes the skin throughout the night. But for me, I'm more like into the kind of like more refreshing type of things. And if you guys seen my Style Korean haul, you guys will know that I prefer eye gels or eye cream gels more than like gel like thick cream, gel cream kind of thing. Yeah, I don't know, it's very hard to say, but I have been loving this one because I don't have to worry about this affecting my makeup. You know, sometimes when you use a very thick cream, you have to wait for it to set. Then you're also afraid that it will do something weird to your concealer or foundation. I don't have to worry about this one. It gets absorbed really quickly into the skin, but it keeps it really moisturized, like supple. So I really enjoy this one. And then yeah, so these are all the makeup beauty bits. Let's move on to something outside of the makeup spectrum. So this month I have a favorite book, right? So recently on Netflix they showed up a drama called Ghost Bride. So upon seeing that, I went ahead and read the book. So I much prefer the book, of course, but you know, I also watch Netflix in a day. I finished all the episodes. I love it. So I think if you guys are up for a more like a thriller kind of genre of books, then you guys can definitely try that out. I like it. And then for drama this month, I have been really loving a China drama. It's called Under the Power, and in Chinese it's called 锦衣之下. And I love it because I love the male lead and the female lead a lot. Like the male lead, right? Because he's supposed to be like an emperor god, and he only reports to the emperor, and they are known to be very merciless, very cruel, and they get things done. Yeah, and he's like the best, like one of the best. He's very good in kung fu, very smart, very intelligent, and also very meticulous, especially to the people that he cares about. And then for the female lead, almost, I think it reminds me a lot of myself, like constantly want to eat, you know, constantly very naughty. So it's like, it's just like I love both of them. They're like very pretty, very handsome, and I just love it. And they go on to different provinces to solve different cases, and I think that's really nice. Not like just the other way. It's more like they have a purpose to the show, like they have something to do, and then from then their relationship blossom. So I really like it. Yep. And then favorite song, I have two. They are both Chinese songs as well. One is the Under the Power OST, because one of the songs is sung by the male lead, and I really like it. And then yeah, if you are interested, you guys can just check Under the Power OST under Apple Music. They will have two in the playlist, and the one by Alan Ren is the one sung by the male lead. He's called Alan Ren, so you guys can check that out. And the next song is Sammi Cheng, which is a Hong Kong singer. I love that period of time, the singers, all them, like Andy Lau, you know, Aaron Kwok, all this. I love them. So her song that I've been loving is called Ta Qu. So I'll just write that now. Like, if you guys want to know more about it, you guys can copy and paste and you can like search up on Google. And then yeah, basically these are my January favorites. Sorry if I bore you. Okay, you can always, you know, put the playback speed up 2 times to, you know, finish off my nonsense. Yeah, so I hope I didn't bore you too much, and don't forget to subscribe. And if you guys want to follow me on Instagram, I'll leave both down below, and don't forget to give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.